Hello, this is Philip here with another episode of Clearly Understood, and today I want to talk about comparatives and superlatives. So if we take 3 mangoes, we have comparing 2 mangoes. This is a bigger mango than this one, or this one is a smaller mango than this one. If we have 3 mangoes, this is the biggest mango in this group. The other thing is, if we have just 1 mango, then we would say this is a big mango. So oftentimes I hear people use a description that sounds like they're comparing, but they're not comparing with anything. So they say, this is a bigger mango. And while this might be okay in this instance, I hear it often with, he is a nicer man. He's a nicer man than who? He's a nicer man than my brother. He's a nicer man than ... So you can say he's a very nice man if you want, or you could say he's a nice man. So we want to make sure that when we're using vocabulary that makes it a comparison, that we are comparing it with something. So here we have another comparison. Let's take this, and here we have, this is orange yogurt milk. It has 22 grams of sugar. Here we have a plain milk. It has 11 grams of sugar. And so we could say that the orange milk has more sugar than the normal milk. Or we could say the normal milk has half the sugar of the orange yogurt. We could even say the orange yogurt milk has double the sugar. Now we can take another one. Sour milk has 20 grams of sugar. This has 44 grams of sugar. And so, making a comparison, this root beer has 4 times the sugar of normal milk, or it has a lot more sugar than normal milk. Normal milk has a lot less sugar than root beer. You could also just, if we didn't have these, you could say root beer has a lot of sugar. Root beer doesn't have more sugar. Root beer has a lot of sugar. Milk has a little sugar. Root beer has more sugar than milk. So when we're making a comparison, we can use more. Otherwise, by itself, it is just a lot of sugar. In fact, it's quite a bit of sugar. So to compare, here we have Oreos. Oreos have 11 grams of sugar. 11 grams, 11 grams, 11 grams, 11 grams. So these Oreos have the same amount of sugar as the root beer. Or, here we have Dewberry cookies, and these have 22 grams of sugar per package. So 22, 22. So the Oreos, the Dewberry, and the A&W root beer have the same amount of sugar. Here we have an ice cream cone that has 22 grams of sugar. Here we have another ice cream cone with 22 grams of sugar. So combined, these are also 44 grams of sugar. So we have 44, 44, 44, and 44. So they all have the same amount of sugar. Now there's obviously more fat in ice cream than there is in root beer. There is double the sugar in this root beer than there is in this ice cream. So this is an example of comparatives as well as superlatives. So superlatives is mostly if you have three objects and you're saying this is the biggest or this is the smallest mango. Then you're making a comparison from a number of objects. But again, if we just have one object, this is a small mango. This is a small amount of sugar. This is a lot of sugar. So this is how we can make comparisons or show the largest, smallest, and if we're just talking about a single object, to not be using comparatives, but to just say what it is. Big, small, little, but not bigger, biggest. Very big, very small. Quite small, quite big. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.